This is the $100 million email funnel behind Marsman, and in this video I'm going to break down the exact emails they are using to sell the men's testosterone supplement. We're going to look at the pop-up, the welcome flow, the browser abandonment flow, the Father's Day campaign, and the email campaigns. And most importantly, I'm going to show you what you can actually copy from this funnel and use inside your own e-commerce brand. So let's go to the mirror board. Here you can see the Marsman email board. We have the newsletter form, the pop-up, the welcome flow, the browser abandonment flow, the recent email campaigns that they've sent for their Father's Day sale, and then some other email campaigns that they have sent out. And now let's go into the analysis. Before we get into the emails, let's start with the first thing most people see, the opt-in. For the opt-in is pretty simple. It just says Marsman, one giant boost for mankind. And then it asks for your emails, very simple, clean and minimalistic. But the real action happens with the pop-up. And the pop-up is really interesting because their offer is not just 10% off or I don't know, you get this product here for free. The pop-up offer is 50% off. And this is important because for a supplement brand, especially one selling something like testosterone support, there's going to be hesitation. People are asking themselves, is this legit? Will this work? What's inside? Is this safe? And so the job of the pop-up is not to explain everything. The job of the pop-up is to create enough incentive for the person to enter the funnel. And 50% off is a very aggressive front-end offer, which gets people into the email list. And then the welcome flow does the real selling. Now, first step is just, would you like 50% off? Then you can click on claim. Then you can just type in your email and then you can give them also your number. And then you sign up to the email and then to their SMS newsletter. Very simple, but what makes this pop-up so special is the incredibly high offer that they have. Now let's talk about the welcome flow as a whole, and this is probably one of the strongest parts of the Marsman email funnel. The welcome flow is not just saying, here's your discount, don't forget your discount, last chance to use your discount. Instead, it feels like a full sales journey, and the first thing they do is they welcome you into the world of the brand. They use language like welcome aboard, launch kit, prepare for liftoff, and mission. And that is important because Marsman is not just selling a supplement, they're building an identity around the product, and the customer is not just buying testosterone support, they're joining a mission. They're becoming stronger, more energized, more productive, more masculine, and more in control. And that makes the product feel bigger than a bottle of just capsules. The second thing the welcome flow does really well is offer stacking. Marsman is not only selling one bottle of supplements, they're selling the launch kit. And the launch kit includes product, a testosterone guide, a travel tin, 3 months of ladder workout, fast and free shipping with the first order, a 90-day money back guarantee, and it breaks it even down to price per serving or price per day. Because now the customer is not comparing one bottle of supplements to another bottle of supplements. They're comparing a full bundle against doing nothing. And that makes the offer feel much more valuable. This is something a lot of e-commerce brands can copy. And if people are hesitating because of price, don't rely just on discounts, increase the perceived value and make sure that your product is incomparable with other products on the market. And this offer feels bigger than the product itself. The welcome flow also does 3 other things really well. It tells the founder story, shows proof, and then it sets expectations. The founder story explains why the brand exists. It makes the product feel like it came from a real problem, not just a marketing team. Then bring in social proof with customer photos and testimonials and big customer numbers here and real results that their customers got by using their product. And this reduces risk because people do not want to feel like they're the first person trying something. And then they set expectations with the 90 days to Mars concept. This is smart because especially supplement customers require expectation management. People want instant results. So Marsman creates a journey. Month 1 is the beginning. Month 2 is progress. Month 3 is transformation. And month 4 and beyond is long-term consistency. That makes the customer understand what to expect and keeps the brand language consistent. And it also helps them to communicate to their customers that they are selling a 3-month supplement. Not just something that they can use and they will see instant results, but something that they really need to take daily for 3 months in order to see their desired result. Now, what you can learn from this is, first of all, you should create some kind of a mission, and it should not feel like you're just selling a product, but you're selling a mission and the product is just part of it. Then what you want to create is some kind of an offer, because everyone can just look at the ingredients you have and spin up a similar supplement or a similar product. But if you have a real offer, then it's really hard to compare this with another testosterone supplement because you can't compare it. You have the supplement, but you also have a guide and a travel tin and month of ladder workout and 90-day money back guarantee and stuff like that. So it gets incomparable. And then you want to have a founder email, which creates why you've even created the brand in the first place. A great email with a lot of social proof. You see the big numbers. You see those customers here happy with the product. You see testimonials here. You see even statistics that they have gathered and mentioned in their email. And then also expectation management, and then even more social proof and a great offer. So especially the offer is very important, and a lot of social proof, because especially nowadays people are so hesitant before they buy any supplement that promises them the world. And so they need a lot of proof. And with emails like this here or this one here, plus, and especially because of that, the 90-day money back guarantee, a lot more people will give this product a try. And once they at least try your product, get some of the money that you have invested into ads back. And when they like it, they will buy more and more and more, stick with the subscription. And this is where you will actually make your money from. So this is a great welcome flow that you can adapt for your own brand. If you run an e-commerce brand and you want me to do a free audit of your email account, then click the first link in the description and get your free audit. I'll look at your current email setup, your flows, your campaigns, your offers, your pop-ups, and then I'll show you where your leaks are and how much more revenue and how much more profit you could be making from email. And especially how we can incorporate the best practices from brands like Marsman into your e-commerce brand. If that is interesting for you, click the first link in the description and get your free audit. Otherwise, let's get back to the video. Now, let's look at the browser abandonment flow. This is for people who visited the site, looked around, but did not buy. And the way Marsman handles this is very direct. They do not just say still interested. They're reselling the product and they remind the customer of the offer. They show the launch kit again, 50% off plus 3 gifts, explain the benefits of the ingredients that the supplement has. They mention the guarantee here, 90-day higher testosterone guarantee. So exactly the desired result that you want. And what you need to keep in mind is that all of this is so important because most people do not leave your site because they made a final decision. They leave because they got distracted. They were comparing options, they wanted to think about it, or they were not really convinced. So the browser abandonment flow needs to restart the buying conversation. And this is exactly what Marsman has done, especially the offer, the free gifts, what the launch kit includes, the benefits of each one of their ingredients, the offer again, the guarantee, it's made in the US, and then also more pushy email like this one here, which is basically just saying, what are you waiting for? Claim your offer, and then repeats the offer. So that's a really good browser abandonment flow. So the big takeaway from the browser abandonment flow is this: don't just remind people that they looked at your product, give them a new reason to buy, remind them of the offer, restate the benefits, handle objections. For example, they could think, okay, your product is not working. Then they have this 90-day higher testosterone guarantee. Show the guarantee, compare yourself against alternatives, and make the next step feel easy. And this is what a strong browser abandonment flow should do. And they definitely have a very strong browser abandonment flow that you can adapt for your own brand. Now let's talk about the Father's Day sale campaigns. And this is one of the most interesting parts of the Marsman email strategy, because they're not only selling a Father's Day discount, they're connecting the offer to identity. The campaign is not just saying Father's Day sale, get your first month for $39. Instead, the message is about what kind of dad you want to be. They talk about kids watching. They talk about being tired. They talk about showing up. They talk about having energy after work and being present for and with your family. And that makes the product feel more emotional, and it is no longer just about testosterone. It's about being the dad who has energy, keeps up, and that is much more powerful than a normal discount campaign. And you can see that throughout all of these emails that they are sending, or that they have sent through their Father's Day sale promotion. The subject lines also show this really well. Your kids are taking notes. What kind of dad are you going to be this summer? These are not just generic sales emails. They're written around the emotional context of the customer. And this is why the campaign works. They combine emotion with urgency. The emotional angle is fatherhood, and the urgency angle is the $39 off the first month. And the deadline is Father's Day. And the fear is missing the deal and staying the same. So they're not just saying buy because it's cheaper. They're saying buy because this is the moment to become the version of yourself your family needs. And that's a strong positioning. So now let's talk about other email campaigns that they're sending to their email list. And it's really interesting. And if you analyze those emails more, you'll see clear pattern. So what we can see in most of the emails is they have some kind of social proof or authority in their emails, which means that a lot of people are hesitating to buy because they're not believing their claims. So here, for example, we have the reviews here at the top, or we have this claim, the most potent and natural testosterone stack on the market, which is a huge claim. Then what we also see is that they always are breaking down their ingredients and telling you what ingredient is doing what for you and how it is helping you to achieve your desired result. And also here you can see another section where it basically breaks down the benefits and how it will help you to reach your desired result, and mentioning the launch kit over and over again, because they found a winning offer and now they need to make sure that they're mentioning it everywhere. You have it here, you have the claim 50% off for life, and that's working for them. This is why they are doubling down on it. And then what you always also see is that they say backed by science, built for results. And then they have this medical advisory board, which you've probably also seen that AG1 has, IM8 has, Grunz has. See, trusted by experts, proven by results, join over 240,000 men who've already made the switch. You see social proof, you see the offer that is mentioned again, a lot of reviews, and this is basically how their emails are looking like. And especially some of the emails have even these comparisons tables where they compare their supplement to TRT, so testosterone booster, and you can see it's a lot better than TRT. They're mentioning the 90-day money back guarantee because, as I said, people are hesitant to buy because it's a huge claim that they're making. If they have social proof, or if they have authority, or 90-day money back guarantee, they're taking away all of the objections a customer or a person might have before buying Marsman. And so this is how their emails are looking like. And I think if you look at their emails and you have a supplement brand or any other brand just in general, what you will learn from it is that you need to write down all of the objections your customers have. And then you need to think about, okay, this objection, how can I handle it? And for every objection, you need a way to handle the objection. And then you need to take these parts and always pitch them in your emails. You will see it in every email from them. It's always about social proof, authority, comparing themselves to competitors, the guarantee, here again, social proof. And always mentioning the offer and that you can get 50% off for life. And so you need a winning offer, you need social proof, you need authority, you need a guarantee, you need to compare yourselves against other solutions, and then you will get all of these hesitant buyers to go and try your product. And what we know, especially for supplement brands, and if you have a decent supplement that you're selling, you'll always have a 20-30% repurchase rate. So 20 or 30% of the customers who've tried your product will come back and repurchase. And especially if you have a subscription, you will have 70-80% of customers coming back and reordering from your brand. So if I had to summarize the Marsman email strategy, this is what they're doing. Number one, they have a strong brand world. They're not just selling testosterone support. They're selling lift off, energy, strength, masculinity, mission, and transformation. Number two, they stack the offer. They do not just sell a bottle. They sell a launch kit with discounts and gifts and shipping bonuses and the guarantee. Number three, they build belief in the welcome flow with their story, proof, education, expectation management, and urgency. Then number four, they use the browse abandonment flow to resell the product, not just remind people, but actually bring them back into the buying mindset. And for number five, their campaigns rotate angles, offer, proof, signs, comparison, authority, urgency, and identity. And that is a machine that really works because they basically took their winning ads and angles, and especially the winning marketing psychological triggers for them, and they just distill them into each one of these emails and just rotate them all the time so it's not getting boring. So here's what you can copy from Marsman. Do not copy the exact tone unless it fits your brand, but copy their strategy. Build a welcome flow that does more than send discount reminders. Create a strong offer by stacking value. Really think about it. It's not that difficult and it's not that expensive either. Use your founder story to explain why the brand exists. Use proof to reduce risk. You can basically take this email, adapt it to your own brand and send it out, and you will see how well it will work. Have some kind of guarantee to reduce risk. Use education to build belief. Use comparison to show why your product is different. And then use seasonal campaigns like the Father's Day sale to connect with the customer's identity, and use the same core offer from different angles instead of reinventing everything new every week. That is how you turn email into a real revenue system for your own e-commerce brand. And I think Marsman is the perfect example of how you can do that. And you see it's not that difficult. I hope this was useful. And if you want to implement the best practices and everything you learn from this Marsman email analysis into your own brand so you can grow faster and use what Marsman has clearly invested heavily into, click the first link in the description and I'll make you a free audit. I'll show you how much more revenue and profit your e-commerce brand could generate from email marketing, where your current email funnel is leaking money, and how we can incorporate the learnings from Marsman into your own brand. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next email funnel analysis. I'll see you in the next one.